Consumer debt fighters. We will go back to the beginning. And we will start from here. Consumer debt fighters. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Credit is generally defined as a contractual agreement in which a borrower receives something of value now and agrees to repay the lender at a later date, generally with interest. It also refers to the creditworthiness or credit history of an individual or company. Visit consumer.ftc.gov or email support@urbexas.org for a free copy of this brochure. Bulk orders are an option for small businesses. You may choose to follow along intently or read with the screen. Are you wondering how to fix your credit? No one can legally remove negative information from your credit report if it's accurate and current, but there are steps you can take to fix errors and improve your credit. Maybe you've heard about credit repair companies and are wondering if they can help. Be careful. Many are scams. Here's what you need to know about how to fix your credit. Credit reports. What makes my credit good or bad? Your credit report has information about whether you pay your bills on time, what loans and credit cards you have, and what you owe on them, whether you've been sued or arrested or have filed for bankruptcy. The most positive information you have in your credit report, the better your credit will be. What happens if there's negative information on my credit report? Credit bureaus sell the information in your credit report to creditors, insurers, employers, and other businesses that use it to make decisions about you. If there's a lot of negative information in your report, you could have trouble getting a loan or might have to pay more in interest. You also could be turned down for a job, insurance, and some services. Can I get negative information removed from my credit report if it's true? Only time can make it go away. Most negative information will stay on your report for 7 years, and bankruptcy information will stay on for 10 years. Unpaid judgments against you will stay on your report for 7 years or until the statute of limitation runs out, whichever is longer. There are exceptions. In certain situations, like when you seek a job paying more than $75,000 a year, or a loan or insurance valued at more than $150,000, a credit bureau will include older negative information in your report that wouldn't show up otherwise. How do I know what's in my credit report? Each of the nationwide credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, is required to provide you with a free copy of your credit report once every 12 months if you ask for it. Go to annualcreditreport.com, call 1-877-322-8228, or use the mail-in form in this brochure on pages 6 and 7. Otherwise, a credit bureau may charge you a reasonable amount for another copy of your report within a 12-month period. You can order free reports from each of these 3 credit bureaus from annualcreditreport.com at the same time, or you can stagger your requests throughout the year. Some financial advisors say staggering your requests during a 12-month period may be a good way to keep an eye on the accuracy and completeness of the information in your reports. Because each credit bureau gets its information from different sources, the information in your report from one credit bureau may not reflect all or the same information in your reports from the other 2 credit bureaus. What happens if a company takes a negative action against me because of something in my credit report? When a company takes adverse action against you, you're entitled to another free credit report if you ask for it within 60 days of getting notified about the action. The company has to send you a notice that includes the name, address, and phone number of the credit bureau that provided your report. You're also entitled to another free report each year if you're unemployed and plan to look for a job within 60 days, you're on welfare, your report is inaccurate because of fraud, including identity theft, if you think someone might be using your personal information to open accounts, file taxes, or make purchases, go to identitytheft.gov to report it and get a personalized recovery plan. What if I see a mistake on my credit report? You can dispute mistakes on outdated items on your credit report for free. Both the credit bureau and the business that provided the information about you to a credit bureau are responsible for correcting inaccurate or incomplete information in your report. Make sure the information in your report is accurate, complete, and up to date before you apply for a loan for a major purchase like a house or car, buy insurance, or apply for a job. How do I dispute mistakes on my credit report? To take advantage of all your rights, contact the credit bureau and the business that reported the information. Send a letter to the credit bureau. Use our sample letter for disputing errors with credit bureaus to help you write your own on page 12. Your letter should include your complete name and address, each item you're disputing and why, copies, not originals, of documents that support your position, a request that requests the mistakes be removed or corrected. You might want to enclose a copy of your report and circle the items in question. Send your letter by certified mail and pay for a return receipt so you have a record of the credit bureau getting it. Keep copies of everything you send. Send a letter to the business that provided the information. Use our sample letter for disputing errors with a business on page 13. Say that you're disputing an item and include the same information. Again, include copies, not originals, of documents that support your position. Many businesses specify an address for disputes. If the business reports the items to a credit bureau, it must include a notice of your dispute. How soon will I hear back from the credit bureau? Credit bureaus have to investigate the items you question within 30 days unless they reasonably determine that your dispute is frivolous. The credit bureau will forward all the relevant information you gave it to the error to the business that reported the information. After the business is notified, it must investigate, review the relevant information, and report the results back to the credit bureau. What happens if the investigation finds there's a mistake? If the investigation finds there's a mistake, the business has to notify all 3 credit bureaus so they can correct it in your file. The credit bureaus have to give you the results in writing and a free copy of your report if the dispute results in a change. If information on your report is changed or deleted, the credit bureau can't put the disputed information back in your file unless the business that provided the information certifies that it's accurate and complete. The credit bureau also has to send you a notice that includes the name, address, and phone number of the business that provided the information. Send notices of the corrections to anyone who got your report in the past 6 months if you ask. Send a corrected copy of your report to anyone who got a copy during the past 2 years for employment purposes if you ask. What can I do if the investigation doesn't find there's a mistake? If the investigation doesn't resolve your dispute within the credit bureau, you can ask that a statement of the dispute be included in your file and your future reports. You also can ask the credit bureau to give your statements to anyone who got a copy of your report in the in the recent past. You'll probably have to pay for the credit bureau to do it. Annual credit report request form. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. This is what it'll look like. It'll also be included in the brochure, which you can request by going to consumer.ftc.gov or emailing support@orbexes.org for your free copy. Bulk orders are available. What is a credit repair company? People hire credit repair companies to help them investigate mistakes on their credit reports. Credit repair companies can't remove negative information that's accurate and timely from your credit report. Is using a credit repair company a good idea? Anything a credit repair company can do legally, you can do for yourself at little or no cost. Only time in a personal debt repayment plan will improve your credit. What does a credit repair company have to tell me? It's illegal for credit repair companies to lie about what they can do for you or charge you before they can help you. Credit repair companies also must explain your legal rights in a written contract that also details the services they'll perform, your 3-day right to cancel without any charge and provide a written cancellation form, how long it will take to get results, the total cost you'll pay, and any guarantees. What if I pay a credit repair company and it doesn't live up to its promises? You can. Sue the company in federal court for your actual wages or losses or what you paid the company, whichever is more. Seek punitive damages, money to punish the company for violating the law. Join other people in a class action lawsuit against the company. How do I know if I'm dealing with a credit repair scam? You know you're dealing with a credit repair scam if a company insists you pay it before it helps you, tells you not to contact the credit bureaus directly, tells you to dispute information in your credit report you know is accurate, tells you to lie on your applications for credit or a loan, doesn't explain your legal rights when it tells you what it can do for you. These are all bad ideas and they'll hurt your credit. If a company promises to create a new credit identity or hide your bad credit history or bankruptcy, it's also a scam. These companies often use stolen Social Security numbers to get people to apply for employer identification numbers from the IRS under false pretenses to create new credit reports. If you use a number other than your own to apply for credit, you won't get it, and you could face fines or prison. Where do I report a credit repair scam? If you have a problem with a credit repair company, report it to your state attorney general at NAAG.org or local consumer affairs offices. Many states have their own laws covering credit repair companies. The FTC at ftc.gov/complaint or 1-877-FTC-HELP. The FTC can't resolve individual credit disputes, but it can take action against a company for breaking the law. Is there anything else I can do to improve my credit? It takes time to improve your credit, but you can rebuild your credit by paying your bills by the due date, paying off debt, especially on your credit cards, and not taking on new debt. If you're in debt and need help, a reputable credit counseling organization might be able to help. Good credit counselors spend time discussing your entire financial situation with you before coming up with a personalized plan to solve your money problems. They won't fix or promise to fix all your problems or ask you to pay a lot of money before doing anything. You can often find nonprofit credit counseling programs offered through credit bureaus, credit unions, university, military bases, U.S. Cooperative Extension Service branches at NYFA.usda.gov/extension. Where can I learn more? Visit the ftc.gov/debt. Here are 2 examples of sample letters that you can send out to dispute. On to the left, sample letter for disputing errors on your credit report with credit bureaus. Take a look at this. This is page 12. In the brochure, you'll have access to all of this. Don't forget, you can get your free copy by visiting consumer.ftc.gov or emailing support@orbexis.org. To the right, sample letter for discussing errors on your credit report with businesses that provide the information. Thank you for watching Consumer Debt Fighters. If it's not right, learn how to fight. This video is good for students, business owners, individuals, and those of such. Thank you for watching Consumer Debt Fighters.